So as I'm draining out, always make sure, of course, that you turn the filter, here you go, whatever you need off. And that coconut was quite good value. Drain some water into there. Oh, you're not going to need too much. That'll be cool. Well, that's all it cleaned. And that's with the partition, as you know, I've removed all that. So I've got it in the conservatory. This is the partition we're going to use now. Because we've got the back bit missing, obviously we're going to have to put it in like so. But we've got that much space, so I'm going to deal with that in a minute. I've got some plastic for that. And hopefully that's going to fit perfectly. As you can see, that looks quite neat. So I'm going to deal with that in a minute. Also, I'm going to get a new mat to go underneath this. I think that needs changing as well. But lovely jubbly, speaking of it. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken the partition that was originally in the back and glued it to this. Just got to wait for that to dry. It's 21 centimetres by the way, or 20.5 to the middle of here. Yeah, and then I'm going to take that out and we're going to do a little bit of cleaning up. Make sure everything's dry. I've got my Fluval stratum. I'm not going to wash it because Tank's going to do that for me. These weren't very sticky. I've got to be honest, they weren't brilliant. And I'm a little bit worried that they're going to see each other through them grates, but it's all part of a game we have to try and play. Okay, so this is where we're at. Partition's in. It's a bit unsightly, to be fair, but I'm sure when the Siamese get in there they're going to look great. It's quite neat. So we're going to get the Fluval in there now. I'm going to use the U2 and there's a reason behind that. Let me show you. Where did I put the filter? Ah, in front of it, of course I did. Not only has it got directional jets here and here, you can also run it through here with directional jets. So I'm going to use that. I don't know if you can see these, the directional jets. And I'm going to put that at the back there, so I think that'll be quite nice. I'm going to get some gravel in there first, some Fluval stuff. Hopefully we've got enough. The bag that came says it does 60 litres, but I don't know. Okay guys, bear with me. Okay, for this part you'll have to forgive the fact that I haven't got a tripod set up in here at the moment. I've got some Tetra Complete substrate I'm going to put in. It's a little bit rough and quite small, but I'm kind of hoping that I can get a little bit in there first. Just put it in. This is supposed to be very, very good for blanket, but I don't know about that, so what we're going to do is just get a little bit in there, then I've got to put the rest as Fluval substrate and just mix it in. It's quite a smooth, almost sandy type substance. I can't really show you it, but you can see it in the tank in a minute. So just bear with me while I get some of this in. I mean, I don't know why they put it in a bag that's open. Tetra, come on guys. I mean, there's really no point having it in a bag. Right. So the tank is quite level by the looks of it, so that's good. I'm just going to put a little bit. There you go. I'll put it to the back a lot. There's a reason for that, because most of the stratum's going to go to the front, so I want that sort of done as well. Right, let's get the bag out now. Why you put an open bag in there, I do not know. Remember, this is not my main substrate, so let's not worry too much. Very dusty, this stuff. Not really happy with that, but yeah. Oh, next time I'll get it into the tank. Right, so the next thing is going to be the stratum. Let me just make sure everything's okay. I'm just going to pour the stratum in, but I'm going to make sure this is all level first. Back soon. Okay, this is going to be 4 kilos or 8.8 pounds of stratum, which I'm going to put in both sides, obviously, but I'm just going to put a bit in at a time. Normally I would put the partition in afterwards so you can just get it level, but I'm not that bothered. I have enough to make a difference on each side anyway. Be careful though when you mix this. This will mix quite profoundly, as you can see. There you go. And over time that will actually become the same with any luck. So I don't know what you guys think of that, but I quite like the texture of that. It will have plants in there obviously. Some people would have told me to just put the stratum in, but I like to edge my bets. This is going to lower the pH. The other one's got a build up of buffer in it, so in theory it should be on 7, which I'm going to test obviously. I'm going to set on the tank, especially if you're not a beginner. You know, people tell me that this is that, but you know, you've got to do your own thing, guys. You know what I mean? This is a personal thing. That's the whole point of it. You know what I mean? It's a personal kind of look at on the way you take things and way you do things. There you go. I quite like that. Right, I'm going to get the filter in. Again, we know about the U2. You can actually take this off, which I think is pretty cool. I'll show you that in a minute. But let me get ready. Right, there we go. Look, this comes off so you can actually leave this in the tank. And don't forget, guys, always put that through there. A lot of people don't do that, and the cable goes everywhere, but there you go. And obviously we've got this, so we're going to get some water in there shortly, but I want to get this filter all in and the heater in. So guys, see you in a bit. Okay, there's my little tip, by the way. Put a sponge on the end. That's a gooseneck, behind gooseneck pump, and there you have it. Now hopefully that's not going to transpire into there. There we go. So it gets to the slots. A lot of dust in there, but the filter will take care of that. So there we have it. I'm going to fill it up. You don't need to see that. And then we're going to see exactly what happens when I put the heater and everything else on. I'm hoping it's going to look better than what it did. It would look terrible. I'm going to run this at about 26, 27. But because it's summer at the moment, or the end of summer, I'm just going to leave it at 25. And then go put some Anubias in there. Looks a little bit constrained, but it gives them somewhere to hide. I do have a coconut that's going to go in this side, but it's not really what you think. Anyway, let's have a look. Okay, well I'm just filling it up, as you know. Now, what do you guys think? It's a bit misty at the moment. Might be a little bit overexposed as well, to be fair. There's still a lot of swimming space, which is good. There's going to be it's going to go up to the normal sort of place, but I don't know about this divider at the moment. We'll see how that progresses. Now I'm hoping the snails are not going to have time to grab hold again. We'll see. Okay, welcome back. Now it's making a bit of a noise at the moment, but that's going to be basically how she's going to sit. And I've just left that sponge filter in there because obviously I'm maturing it. That's a brand new filter, isn't it, with I believe it's got carbon in it at the moment, so I might swap that out. But I think it's doing really well, and I am quite pleased with it. I'm going to run the phosphate on it. You get the, you know, I don't know if you know about the U2, guys, you should have a look up. It's one of the best filters on the market. You get little different cartridges for it. And the one I'm going to use is the one that takes out the phosphates. That should keep any algae growth down. I don't want the carbon done because I am actually treating it for the snails, as you know, so I'm pretty sure there's some little critters in there somewhere. But it's looking good so far. We're going to get the pump working in a minute. I'm not filling it right to the top just yet, just in case I want to move stuff about. But it's looking good. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please like and subscribe. And I may leave this. I don't think the open top's not going to work, so I might do that on another tank. So there you have it, a divider for betta fish or Siamese. Okay, well there's it's finished. I'd like to know what you think of that. There's going to be a couple of betta fish in there. I may have a little swap around. I want to see how they get on in there. I need to give them a few more hiding places. But I'm quite impressed with that. I'll leave a link below for the divider. I will recommend it. It is good. Suckers could do it a bit more, but I would suggest putting one at the front like I've got, one on the bottom, two at the back, or two on the bottom. But it looks alright. Guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and give us a like, and comments are always welcome, good or bad. You have a good day. Take care. Okay, so they're the carbon pads. And these are the phosphate pads. Very simple. You just slide one in, slide one out, put it back in the machine. They're very simple. I don't need to run carbon. You should only need carbon if you are medicating your tank. You don't need carbon for any other reason really. I mean, yes, it does clear up tanks, sort of tannins and stuff like that, but don't need it really. Guys, thank you.